It's the most beautiful time of the year. Lights fill the streets, spreading so much cheer. I should be playing in the winter snow, but I'ma be under the mistletoe. I don't wanna miss out on the holiday, but I can't stop staring at your face. I should be playing in the winter snow, but I'ma be under the mistletoe. Shawty with you, shawty with you.
Hello and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me. It's been a morning. It's been a great morning, but it's been a morning. So I promised myself yesterday, I said, come rain or shine, first thing I'm doing tomorrow is going for a walk. Because I do it so much in summer. I'll get up every day, I'll go for a walk, and the way it makes me feel is unmatched. The gym can't do that for me. I think there's something to do with like the lights and like being in nature, and I'm not on my phone. I don't listen to music when I go as well, so it's like I fully switch off, and it's so good for me. Because the weather's been so awful, I've just not been doing it, and I've really started to feel it. So I said to myself yesterday, I'm going. So if you're wondering why I took myself for a very gloomy walk this morning, that is why. Because I'm stubborn and I couldn't just wait until later today when the rain stopped. I thought I'd bring you along for the day today. I've got some lovely things planned. It is 2 weeks until Christmas now, so I really need to ramp up the gift buying. I love buying people presents. I have not finished. If you follow me on Instagram, you may have seen at some point, there is a little pottery shop that I frequent called Jules, and it's in Hebden Bridge in Yorkshire, and it is the best place ever. It's such a hidden gem. I don't know why more people don't know about it, but basically Jules, the lady who has the shop, she goes to Portugal to the ceramics factories and any of the brands that have like produced a collection. So they work with like H&M, Anthropology, all like the classic pottery brands, and anything that has a flaw or a blemish, even if it's the tiniest speck, gets discarded, and those brands won't buy it, but Jules will. So she has this shop. It's like a treasure trove, is that the word? It's fabulous, it's unbelievable. It's not super dirt cheap, but it's such good value for money for the brands and the quality that you're buying. And it's so kind of, I think it's really special because you're getting pieces that have been like cast to the side, and then you get to give them a new home, and I just love it. So I've got a couple of gifts I want to get from there. They have fab like mugs, mixing bowls, like oven dishes, anything like that. Really great gifts. So I love going over there and supporting her. She has a small business, so highly recommend that if you guys live in the Northwest. She's fantastic. But Hebden Bridge is great as well. So I don't know if the market will be on today, but I'm going to pop over there, get myself a coffee, have a mooch around the pottery shop, see what else I can find. There is also an antique shop that I love to go to. Always come out with stuff I don't need. I bought the chessboard that we have on the coffee table from there. It's just really quirky stuff. So I might find some gifts in there as well. So I'm going to make myself some breakfast. It is now 12 o'clock and I haven't eaten yet, but I'm going to make myself some breakfast, get on the road, and yeah, let's go and have a lovely Christmassy day. I got sent this armchair. It's beautiful, so lovely. I haven't sat in it once, and this is why. Are you okay? I've never seen them so obsessed with a piece of furniture, ever. They sleep down here, they're on it all day, they are obsessed with it, and it's become their chair. She's side-eyeing me. I popped this chunky throw on it because we have so much beige furniture in this room, and I really wanted to add a bit more texture to this corner because everything is quite similar. Maybe one day I'll be really bold and have like a deep green upholstered piece here, but I do adore this chair. But since I popped this blanket on, which is one of the most expensive blankets I've ever bought, it was such a treat. They suckle the blankets. I don't know if you can see. It's not as bad down here. Up here, it is, well, it's quite It's just destroyed. But wherever I put this blanket, they do that to it. So I think they just love the wool. My thought process was, I either hide the blanket away and don't use it, which feels pointless because why even have it? Or I have it out and I let them slowly destroy it and I get to enjoy it for a little bit. So we went with option 2, but every time I see them suckling it, I'm like, oh, please stop. But then again, it's so cute when they do that. So that's right. Breakfast, let's go. There she is. So cute. Hello. It's just the best. That's so cute. These are so cool. Wow. We are back home. I apologise about the terrible light. It is 4 o'clock and it's dark. Winter. I do feel like the days are so short at the moment just because the light is just, there's so little of it. Another reason why I really wanted to try and get up and out this morning. Hebden Bridge was fantastic. I got a few little bits. I didn't get as much as I was hoping to get, but this Christmas I've really tried to just not buy stuff for the sake of it and to only buy things when I love them or I think someone else will love them. And so I'm being very selective. I would rather people had less to open but something more special. So I got something for Norton's sister, which I think she'll love. One thing for me which was just too cute to resist, which I will show you shortly, and then a little gift for my manager as well. I have just popped home because I was absolutely ravenous and I completely forgot. I need to go and pick up a suitcase for Norton because he is going skiing tomorrow with school. So he is going to Italy for a week, which is so nice. Not jealous at all. But I need to go and get the suitcase for him because he is hard at work right now and he needs to pack. So I just made myself a tea. I'm going to go over, pick it up, come back, and hopefully we can do some baking. I will see you soon. Good morning. You're going to have to please excuse me as I am still in my PJs. Just having a little coffee and waking up. You've probably realised that I did not end up baking last night. I got a call off Norton just after I picked the suitcase up saying, do you want to come to the local pub? And it's such a nice pub, it's near where he works. And it's so Christmassy and lovely, and I thought, you know what, let's do it. I'm not going to see him for a week. So we went, had a drink, saw some friends, which was so lovely, but it meant we came back really late. Well, not really late, but way too late for me to bake. And we just got a curry and chatted. He's gone off to the airport this morning, which it's crazy because I'm so excited for him. So jealous that I'm not going skiing, even though I'm not the best skier. But I'm so excited for him, but I'll really miss him. So it's a funny combination. So I thought I would show you the little bits that I picked up yesterday. You're going to have to also please excuse my hair. It's going through something at the moment and I'm seriously contemplating chopping it off. I had extensions probably about 10 years ago now and I genuinely feel like it's never recovered. It just made it so thin and it's never quite come back. So, okay, so like I said, I was going to the little pottery shop and it's just the cutest place ever. The stuff is just so sweet. It is a little bit overwhelming because there's just so much to see, but it's lovely. Also, this wrapping paper smells like fish and chips and it's 8 o'clock in the morning. So the first thing I picked up, where I got 2 of these gorgeous mugs. I cannot see the floors on these. See that little speck there? That is why a major brand wouldn't buy this mug, which is crazy. So when I used to work in homeware, we used to sell a lot of designer mugs, and they'd sell for like, some of the mugs would be like £30, which is outrageous for a mug. So I imagine these would have been probably quite similar priced. However, I got them for £8.50, and they're super cute. They've got the kind of reactive glaze inside. Shocker, they're not for me. Blue isn't really my colour scheme, but I thought my manager would really like these. Second thing, so I got these for Norton's sister. So Holly, if you're watching, look away. I don't know whether this is making me want fish and chips or making me feel a bit ill. It's such a strong smell. Okay, so for Holly, Norton's sister, I got these mugs, which they are the Cornish ware. Is that what it's called? Yeah, Cornish ware. So Norton's family go to Cornwall every year. It's their favourite place ever. Holly loves it so much, and she's just got a house with her boyfriend, and her colour scheme is green. So I thought these were a really nice gift for her and her boyfriend. They look really yellow on this camera. They're like a dark sagey green. Again, I cannot see the floor. I really can't. Oh, there it is. So that dot there, it's like a little dimple in the glaze. That is the floor. I don't know how much these are new. Let me check. Okay, so they're £20 new, and I got them for £12.50. So they're not dirt cheap again, but they're perfectly good. So I'm happy to pay that for them. And again, I thought it'd be a gift that she would really like. It is also her birthday on Christmas Day, so I really need to get some other things for her. I couldn't resist getting myself something. So I've got quite into cottagecore. I would say I definitely used to be more this style before we lived here, and then I don't know what's happened, but I have just become a granny. Like you've probably seen from my embroidery. I just love it. I love anything that is like old chintzy cottagey look, and I also love baking, so I just thought this was too cute. It is from Brixton Pottery, so it's very fancy. How cute is this? I think they're little cherries. I saw it and I was like, there's no way I can't buy that. So just there, it's just like a little mark in the glaze, but it's not cracked or anything. And there is another tiny dimple inside, but to be honest, I think it gives them extra charm. So yeah, I can't wait. I want to make like apple crumble, all sorts in this. So I just thought it was too cute. And yeah, it makes me excited for the kitchen that we will have one day. I have actually taken down the house tour video that I had up on here because someone very kindly messaged me on Instagram and said, just so you know, your house name's in the video. When I made that video, I wasn't worried about security at all. I was just like, yeah, it's fine. And then as my page grew, I was like, oh, I'm gonna start just like hiding my house name just in case. If you have seen that video, you'll have seen our little kitchen, or if you follow me on Instagram, you'll have seen it. The kitchen is a bit upsetting how small it is. Such a first world problem, and I'm so thankful for the rest of this house. It's incredible. And when we looked around, we had a tiny kitchen in our last house, and it was on my list of things I'd like to have, like a bigger kitchen, but the rest of the house was so special that we thought, you know what, it's fine. We have talked about maybe one day, if we stay here, extending the dining room that we never ever use. So on the back of the house, just outside of this window, there is an extension that was built in the 1800s, and it's a little dining room, but it is not insulated. It's subterranean, but the ceilings are actually 4 meters tall because it goes down. It's so weird. But because it's subterranean, it's so damp and so cold, and it's such a shame because it is a decent sized room. We just never use it. So we've talked about maybe turning that into a kitchen, but I think we'd have to dig down and remove the land, which again, with the house being grade 2 listed, you really do have to get permission to do stuff like that. But it depends whether we decide to stay here, because obviously if we're going to move, there's no point doing big works like that because I'm sure it will be very expensive. I would love, not a huge one, just a small space where we could have a little island with a couple of chairs, so that when I'm cooking, Norton can be in there doing his marking or whatever, or if we have children one day, they can do their homework, we can all be together, or at parties and things like that. I love cooking and baking so much that I feel slightly restricted by that space. But buying things like this, I feel like I'm manifesting the kitchen that I want. So that is all the bits I got yesterday. I have now officially got 7 days to myself. Whenever Norts goes away, I'm always like, I want to complete a project. I want to like transform a room or do something, because I don't mind the mess and I know he likes it tidy. I want to start on our master bedroom renovation. I have started playing with a few ideas. I'll show you the mood board that I've put together. So I was having real issues with actually putting together a mood board. Sometimes some spaces are so easy to decorate for me and I'm like, I know exactly what I want, exactly what colour scheme, exactly what like pieces. I think it helps if you have a piece to work around. So in this room, it was very much the sofas. I knew I wanted 2 sofas facing each other, always wanted that, and I kind of designed the room around that. It felt quite simple to do. Whereas the master bedroom is a decent size. I'll take you up and show you. It's a mess, as when spaces haven't been renovated, I tend to not, so bad to say this, but I tend to not care as much about making them tidy. Let's go up and I will talk you through my plan. The dining room that I was just talking about is in there. It is dark, but it looks so dark on here. And the little window to the garden is there. We have this old stone archway that would have gone to the old part of the house. No offense to anybody that enjoys blue. I think blue can be done beautifully. Just this blue, I don't know what it is. It's so cold and it feels so sterile and I just can't wait to strip it back. Master bedroom. It needs some work. It really does. It's not changed since we moved in and it just feels so tired. It does have that horrible damp smell that the other rooms have had before we've done them up. And I know it's because of the plaster on the external wall. It just traps all the moisture. The biggest difference I've found when we do a room up, before we start, the windows are fully condensated, like so. So like fully like wet. Every room before we've done it up has been like that, and we thought, oh gosh, the house is just, maybe it's because they're single pane windows, they just get really condensated. And then as we've worked through each room, we've come to realise that once we strip the plaster off the external wall, the condensation goes away because the room can breathe. So I'm not too worried about that. I am slightly concerned about the state of the mullions in here, because if you have seen the work we had to do on downstairs, replacing the mullions was very difficult, and when we had those done, because it was such an expensive kind of big ordeal, we said to the builders, what would be the deal with doing upstairs? Is it something that you'd be able to do? Because they do all need replacing. They're not in very good condition. I mean, they've been stood for 500 plus years, but they said to do upstairs, they would have to take the roof off, which is just not an option. It's really not. The roof was done just before we got the house and it's perfect. It's like old thick slates, they're like flagstones. I think my plan for in here is to strip the mullions very gently back to the stone. I'll show you actually so you can see what I'm talking about. So in my bedroom, excuse my Christmas lights setup. Again, this is all really temporary, but they're so damp. You can see they've got like horrible mold growing, so this is why I'm desperate to do this room, because it can't stay like this. I know these will be fine if I gently chisel the plaster away. It is a quite scary job because they're not in the best condition. I don't know if you can see. They are cracked, and that is actually a hole to outside. And they were like that when we moved in. The mullions I'm most worried about are these ones. So, I don't know if you can see. This is why you should never, I mean, look at that. It's eaten the stone. So this is what had happened to our entire house. Because the stone can't, it's so crumbly. Because the stone can't breathe, it literally like rots from the inside out, which isn't great when it's a structural thing. We do have this giant piece of stone here supporting the beam above, so I'm not too worried, but they're gonna have to be very carefully done. This is why I've not done this room yet, because quite daunting. Whenever I actually look at the work in here, I'm like, oh, it's a lot. The sooner I make a start in this room, the sooner these problems can go away. My plan is to strip this back wall completely of the gorgeous hedgehog wallpaper. I'm going to do some kind of Elizabethan or Jacobean paneling, so the squares with the trim. The bed is going to go there. Side table, side table. This wall of mullions I'm going to strip. We'll have to remove this radiator. But I'm going to strip this back to stone and get it all line pointed. This archway I think I'm going to keep as is, because I don't know what else I would do with it, and I quite like it having a mirror. I need some kind of storage. We do have this unit which will probably go there, and I might see if our joiner can build a kind of actual wardrobe topper to match it, to sit on the top. So yeah, while Norton's away, I might start chiseling this wall. We do have a shoot at the house on Monday. My plan for today, I've got an appointment at 12 o'clock. I'm going to try and get myself to the gym before that, and then I'm going to do some planning for 2026. Just because I've never gone through a whole year in this career, I don't really know what to expect, so I want to be as organised as possible. And we've got quite a lot of changes coming next year, which I'll tell you about soon. Hello, we're back. It is many hours later, and I spent the entire day on my computer, but it needed doing, and I had a very productive afternoon, which always feels good. When I got back from my appointment today, I had a lot of Christmas shopping deliveries waiting for me, and before I wrap them up, which is one of my favourite things to do ever, I love wrapping my Christmas presents. You have to put a Christmas film on, you have to get a Christmassy drink and snacks, and it's just the best. But before I do that, I thought it would be nice if I showed you a couple of the bits that I picked up, as I am quite excited about the gifts I've got this year. I haven't done anything crazy, we're not in a position to do anything crazy. I think it's more about the sentiment, and it really excites me to buy people things that I know they're going to love. If you are a member of my family or Norton's family, switch off. Start with this one. So my mum is a person who has everything. The one thing that she absolutely adores are Peter Alexander pyjamas, and they're just, I just think they're so cute. So I got her these bear pyjamas. Very cute. Her nickname when she was little was Pooh Bear, after Winnie the Pooh, so I think she will really like those. And they're so soft as well. Gorgeous. They come with a matching bear top. The last couple of years I actually have DIY'd my Christmas gifts, so I've made hampers that have like homemade candles, homemade Christmas nuts like you would get at the Christmas markets, macrame coasters, little things like that, but I've just not had the time this year, and so it's not happened. I may still do the Christmas nuts though. But the next thing that I picked up was the adventure book, or the adventure challenge. I got this for Norton's mum and dad because I think now all their kids have flown the nest. They've got super into activities and going and doing things, which is so lovely, and they're so good. Like every weekend they'll go and do something different. So I picked them up this because I thought they're the kind of people who will actually do the things in the book. Like it suggests all different challenges and like activities to go and do, and they're all quite easy, but I thought they would really like this, and it was very sweet and very them. They are a very, very cute couple. We have a real issue actually getting parcels because we live down a lane, so whenever things arrive, it's always a miracle. Sounds like it might be broken actually. Oh, no, it's not broken. It's not what I thought it was. It's Lego. It's not for a child. This is for my fully grown 34-year-old husband. But he's always looking for things to do that aren't on his phone. And I know when he was younger he loved Lego. And I thought this would be a really nice little activity. Kingfishers are his favourite bird. He's super into fishing, so he's very into kind of wildlife. So I thought he would really enjoy this. Probably is for like ages 3 and up, but it looked like quite a complicated one. Let's see. Oh, it's 18 plus, it's an adult Lego. Okay, fab. I think that is a solid gift. Also, when did Lego get so pricey? I was very shocked when I went on the website how expensive it is. You can't go wrong with the White Company for gifts, can you? I feel like it's just a staple Christmas gifts place for me. My entire family love it as well, so it's so easy. I know anything I get from the White Company, they're going to enjoy. Stocking filler for my mum. I got her the Seychelles candle. It's her favourite scent from the White Company, and you can never have too many candles. So the Seychelles scent is beautiful as well. She really likes winter too, but I thought it's nice to have a fresh start in the new year, and the Seychelles scent is very springy. It says bergamot, amber and vanilla. It is gorgeous. Really, really gorgeous. It's probably my favourite scent from there too. Next up, I got my sister some fluffy White Company slippers. I think they're sliders actually. Yes, they are. They're so soft and you can't go wrong with slippers. I've seen her slippers recently, the last couple of times I've been over, and they are in dire need of replacing, so a solid gift there. And then the other little bit that I got for her, because she's so busy all the time, her car definitely suffers, and I thought this would be nice for her. So I got her a little car diffuser that you refill the scent basically. So I picked her up a Seychelles essential oil, but I thought that was a nice little stocking filler too, and one that she will definitely appreciate. So again, on my wanting to discourage screens, my niece, she's very into reading, so I thought this would be a really lovely gift for her. It's a set of 10 books, and it is the Naughtiest Girl collection by Enid Blyton. I loved the Enid Blyton books when I was little. I think she's such a good author. She is also at a boarding school, and I believe that this story is set in a boarding school, so she should love that. She doesn't live there, by the way, it's just a boarding school that she goes to. She's only 6. So I always get the cats a present. I'm gonna have to show you. They're very much enjoying the gift already. But I have 2 little stockings that I made last year for the cats on the fireplace. So I have popped some kind of treaty sticks in there, like meat chews, and then I'll give them a carrot each, as they seem to be quite into these. Oh. So yeah, I won't go through all the other bits that I picked up because I'll probably bore the pants off you, but that is just a few of the bits that I'm going to wrap tonight. It always makes me a little bit stressed when I do this because I'm like, oh my gosh, there's certain people that I really need to get more things for. And it's so expensive, but we always say it's about spending time with people, not the gifts. So as long as everyone has a little something thoughtful to open, that is all that matters. That is all that matters, right, Emmie? Right, Emmie? Yes.